It's that time of the week. Time to turn your money into power. It's time for the Mustache Rangers. Spreading financial freedom to the furthest reaches of outer space. Space. Commander Major Alistair Q. Bastidius. Here to teach you to gain the power of capitalism. First Lieutenant Rediger G. Funibao. Approved first headline of $5,000. He'll teach you how to live it up like you deserve it. Together, they're the dynamic duo that'll take you from the poorhouse to the penthouse. House. They are the Mustache Rangers!
We are the Mustache Rangers, and we're here to teach you how to use your money, your power, and how to be a universal citizen. The Mustache Rangers way.
Yes! That's what you do when you want something to go your way. You say yes! With power and a fist pump!
Bet you all do it! 1, 2, 3, yes! Alright, you paid for this seminar, you better take part.
You can only get out what you put in.
But you can only put in what you get back. Yes!
Is that a blue shirt?
Yes.
Yes!
And there's Commander Major Alistair Q. Bastidius.
What's happening, friends?
You're not going to introduce me?
This is the First Lieutenant Rediger G. Funibao.
Alright, and we've had a lot of success in our lives.
Lots of it.
We've traveled all across the universe, destroyed a lot of beings.
Yep.
Living and, just some that were rocks.
Yep. You get in the way of my lasers, you get dead, whether you're alive or already dead.
But we've been all around, and so we're ready to show you what we know, so you can be successful and cross a stage like we do, in unison without even making eye contact.
We know where we are. Do you know where you are? You're on the path to success.
Yes! Yes! By the end of this seminar, you'll be saying yes at the appropriate time. Yes! Not the appropriate time. But we're getting there. All right. You ready to get these people started?
I'm ready to get these people started.
All right. First slide, please. That's us. Second slide, please.
What you see here is an illustration of how you can take household objects,
Bicycles, globes,
cornfields, or poppy, or blades.
I don't think
Blades?
they look like bushes.
Some sort of, what's the purpley with the smells?
Lilacs?
Lilacs! You can take lilacs, and you can be successful riding your very own futuristic scooter machine.
Now, what is not being the best you about this picture? Can anyone tell me? It's the fence! That's not keeping anybody out of your lilacs. You need to keep what's yours, yours.
If you want to have lilacs...
Did you say lilacs or lilacs?
I said lilacs.
I said lilacs.
Well, which is it?
I say lilacs.
Is it ready or is it lazy? Is it lilacs or lilacs? Because if you want to have powerful smelling flowers, you can't be lazy.
No, you need one of those corpse flowers. Blooms once a year. Smells like the dead. But it's rare and people want it.
Now this fence may keep out rabbits, but it actually probably won't.
It mostly keeps out that weird man. So if you want to keep a weird man out of your life, Build a small fence.
Next slide.
Let's talk about family. Who's got them? Who needs them? They're the soul crushers. What you need is carbohydrates.
Yes! Yes! Wait, I'm following this guy. You need to follow your own path.
You've got this.
I got it.
You've got it. All right, carbohydrates. Focus.
Spaghetti. Bread.
You need to carbo load every day. Drink those beers. Eat those cupcakes. Eat that linguine every night, 10 p.m. Sleep at 10:10.
Breaded chicken.
Yeah. How else are you going to slay
Buns.
the monster that is your family? Because they take and take and take, don't they?
You can shoot a missile at them. You can shoot a laser ball at them. You can be even on your own private trampoline. But it's not going to do any good unless you've got sugar burning inside of you.
You need the power to run away fast.
For long periods of time.
That's what carbs are going to get you.
And if you don't do that, you know what you'll get? Fat.
Next slide.
This is a representation of one who is, and I quote, the awesomest.
Because what you going to do with that hair? Just let it grow like a jackass?
What a waste.
Tame your hair!
Do you know how much money you could make by putting different advertisements in your hair? Fact, my dumbass brother put a heartbeat monitor signal in his hair. Fact, he was a complete tool. But you know what he didn't do? Die of a heart attack. Yet.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes!
All right, doing good.
Next slide. I'm gonna guess what's on this.
All right, you know, we've gone over this deck before.
We have. All right. It has something to do with cheeseburgers,
Close.
value fries,
Lower.
a mouse, whatever it is.
Mhm.
It's got amazing written all over it.
It does.
It's gonna get you to places you've never been before. It's gonna get you to the top of that roller coaster, and it's gonna send you right back down. And then you're gonna go up again. And then you're gonna go down. And you're gonna go up, but it's a little bit smaller of an up, and you're gonna go back down. Eventually you'll end up in the middle where you started. That's life, my friends. But we're here to change it. Oh. Pretty right on. Pretty right on.
Do you see why psychics are a scam?
Next slide. Careful, bananas. Next slide. Ever seen one of these before?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
It's
in your pillowcase right now. Millions and millions of these lava balls. You know what I did to mine?
What did you tell us?
The lava balls I saw? I fucking killed them. There's no more lava balls on my pillow. You know how I did that?
Prayer?
Yep.
Oh. I didn't think it was prayer.
Well, it was prayer and a can of like smoke bomb.
A can of smoke bomb?
Yeah, you put it in the middle of your room and you You hit the button and you leave. Kills all of them.
Lava monsters.
Lava monsters.
Lava monsters.
Anything that lives on your bed, it'll get rid of.
Alright. So your bed's still heavy, right? You know how
Yes.
your pillow is like...
It doesn't get rid of them. It
just kills them.
Yeah.
Alright, good.
Probably makes them more dense. So if I were to move my mattress now, I would require at least another person.
I thought they lost 20 grams when they died, though. So would they be less dense?
The lava monsters?
Yeah.
Because of their souls?
Yes.
Yes.
At least that's what Jim Carrey told me.
It's true. The amount of souls floating around my room that day was astronomical.
So what does this have to do with you?
Yes!
Just try.
Yeah.
Just try.
All right. Lava monsters. There's a lava monster in everybody's life. It might be your spouse. It might be your lover. It might be the person you go to bed with. It might be the person you wake up next to. It's a lava monster. And what you have to do is envelop them and consume their power. They don't take from you, you take from them. Take from them for once in your goddamn life. Storm! You're your own man, right? I mean, you've got... Just because they snipped it doesn't mean it's still not there. They could reverse it. They've got technology now. So, was this about Jenny? I forget.
Next slide.
You want to yawn, but don't. Do you control your body or not? Don't yawn!
Fact. That baby right there grew to be that line. How? The power of positive thought. That baby had a goal. That baby reached out in the universe and said, I want to be a ferocious lion.
That's right. I want the mother lions to do all the killing, all the running around, all the hard stuff. And I'm going to just do my hair.
Do my hair. I'm going to be king of the jungle, even though I really don't live in the jungle.
No, you live on plains. The savannah, even.
And wherever it is I'm king, I'm king. And what a king does is have women do the work for them. That's what this baby wanted to do. This baby was tired of sucking on tits.
And you know what? That's a girl. Did we just Jurassic Park your mind? Willpower.
Say it with me. Yes! Yes!
I was afraid they were going to say willpower. They're catching on.
Should have been more clear.
Next slide.
Next slide. I'm going to say a phrase. And it's written on that board. And where the ... dots are, I want you guys to say something. All of you together.
I like where you're going with this.
I want it to be the same thing. I want you guys to think a minute amongst yourselves.
Well, do you want to read the phrase first? Maybe some of them are illiterate.
Oh, probably. All right.
Are any of you in here by accident? This is not the library. We're not going to help you with words. Except for right now, when Commander Major reads these words.
It's like when my grandmother used to say.
Now think.
I want you all to take 5 seconds when I say go and think of what the other person is thinking next to you. And when I say that phrase, I want you all to say the exact same thing together at once.
But don't think about it yet.
Wait until I say go.
And then you have 5 seconds.
I'm going to count it down Janet Jackson style.
And then, it's not your grandmother. The person next to you's grandmother. Left or right? Decide for your fucking self!
In silence! On your
Then,
marks.
through group minds all at the same time. If anyone is thinking right now, stop it.
Stop thinking.
It's not ready yet.
It's useless. It's pointless. Stop thinking. After I say these words, you will all say at the same time the same word or phrase.
But he will say go first. And when he says go, then you have 5 seconds to
5 seconds! And only 5.
And then after those 5 seconds are up, he's gonna read those words.
I'm going to read these words right here.
And then you're all gonna finish it with the exact same phrase at the exact same time.
Word or phrase. Decide amongst yourself in silence.
But don't think about it yet.
Not yet.
Soon. When he says go.
When I say go,
And then
not
there's
that.
5
That was just,
seconds
I was
for you.
referring to what I'm going to say when I say go.
And it's his 5 seconds. It's none of this Mississippi shit.
Ain't no Mississippi's up in here. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Stop thinking.
Yes!
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, go. It's like when my grandmother used to say,
Yes!
you guys are terrible. Next slide. It's like, what's the point? It's like,
I don't know if we can reach him.
you know, you get to a point in your life and you look back at the road, and the road that you were on is full of cracks and potholes.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't notice those cracks and potholes until you get out of your car and you see that your fender's all bent and your
What kind of
wheels
road
are
are you
falling
driving
off.
on?
A shitty road.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize it was so shitty until this moment, until that happened.
Let's pick it up, people. Got a lot of faith in you. A lot of misplaced faith. This is about us, not them.
This
is about us.
What motivates you?
Not dying?
Not dying. Money. Sex. Rock and roll. Blue skies. Clouds. Rain. Micro machines. Pennies that you find on the street. Flowers.
Instruments made out of milk jugs and rubber bands. Is that
A
your
bicycle that's too big for its rider.
thing? Mm-hmm. A slip and slide that goes up.
A hot air balloon that you can't quite fit in.
A man to peel your tangerines for you. Because, you know, in winter your skin gets dry.
Dogs wearing top hats. Elephants wearing dogs.
Surprise Skittles.
I want to talk to you right here. What motivates you? Money.
Good answer.
Money.
I've heard it before. It's right.
Money is the only thing worth striving for. A lot of people will say, but what about happiness? What about love?
What about the soul? Fuck the soul.
Can you hold soul in your hand? Can you hold soul in your hand? Can you buy all sorts of different things with soul?
If you're white, probably not. I don't want to generalize here, but you're pretty awful at rhythm. There's an offbeat, you know. You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Money. Next slide. Do you ever feel like you're being choked by a bunch of wangs? I know I do.
Every morning when I wake up, I struggle for life. I struggle to breathe.
It's just the guilt. The guilt of the junk.
I have been blessed. I have been blessed as a man. But how does that make me feel when compared to other men? It makes me feel guilty. Why do I have these enormous gifts? Why do my friends, my colleagues, not? Why are their gifts less than mine?
If you're not checking out your neighbor's package when you're at the urinal, you're doing it wrong. Peek at everything. Checkbooks, ATM receipts, wanks. You gotta know who you're up against, or the world's gonna eat you alive. You want to move forward in your career? Or you want to be the dirt and shit on someone's heel? Drown in your own wangs. Also, apples are healthy. All right. So,
we need a volunteer. Who would like to come up stage? Her who volunteered.
Who's the least drunk? And
I'd like someone to actually volunteer to come on stage with us. All right, you up in the front. Nice and conveniently placed. Please sit in this chair. As you can see by this is a demonstration.
Now, how are you going to dodge when we come at you? You're in a chair. Commander Major?
First Lieutenant?
Did you have something to add here?
No, I thought that was it.
No, I thought you were going someplace.
Oh, no, yes. Yes! All right. Yes!
How do you talk yourself out of getting smashed between two guys with mustaches?
You have
5 seconds.
5 seconds
to answer.
Come up with a way that you will not get smashed between two mustached men.
Not yet.
Not yet. When I say go. When I say go.
But don't think about it
Don't think about it yet.
You look concerned. And also, you seem full of cider. Just brimming with cider. Your friend is drinking your courage right now.
At any moment, my colleague and I will charge forth.
Colleague's a little too formal.
Too formal?
Yeah.
My pal.
Hey, buddy.
Pals? We're pals.
Yeah.
We're pals, right?
Yeah, we hang out. I mean,
we work together.
We work together, but then when we're not at work together, sometimes we'll be like, hey.
We will get a beer after work.
Yeah.
And so that would be pal. If I wasn't your pal and you said, hey, do you want to grab a drink after work? I'd be like, no, I've got to get home to my kid. Or something like that. Mm-hmm. But we're pals, so
yeah.
I say yeah. And then I would go home.
Right. And it only sort of feels like an obligation.
Right. Because because
I still want you to like me, but I want to put less into this than I get back. So it's like, how little can I do for you, but get the most from you?
Right. So
and that's friendship.
Will this drink that we're going to have after work, how much more time of not drinking with you will that buy me?
Yeah.
Like, well, this will. That's how I have to gauge. It's like opportunity costs. You know what I'm saying? It's like will this drink satisfy you for 2 weeks? Or
you better not be thinking.
Don't think about what's going to happen. So, or would I rather go somewhere else, but then have to drink with you 2 days later? Like, this is what goes on in pals' minds.
Yeah. Just general friendship stuff.
General friendship stuff.
It's all calculations and math.
Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not very good.
What I would have done, I would have shot us both.
At least I would have put my fists out like this.
We would have run into them like Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny's mortal enemies. He's got a lot of enemies.
Bugs Bunny is a dick.
That's fine. So Elmer Fudd, Yosemite Sam, Taz is no fan of his.
No.
Daffy Duck. Nobody likes Bugs.
Like Tweety Bird, does he have an opinion of Bugs Bunny? Or have they ever been in the same adventure?
They would have to have.
Oh, you know who does? The old woman who takes care of Tweety Bird.
Would like Bugs
With a
Bunny?
big ass.
She does have a big caboose.
Yeah, it's like a shelf. But she's not in the time period where that was popular to wear those dresses like in Cinderella. She's not in Cinderella time. But she doesn't like Bugs. Bugs.
Right.
Buzz. Probably not Buzz either.
Let's all thank Mindy.
There you go, Mindy.
Never learn anybody's name ever. It's not worth it.
It takes up brain space.
That's brain space you should be using to concentrate on money. And you're just choking on a necklace of Wang. And how are you going to keep that air passage open? Synergize it. Have you heard the phrase, like a fart in a spacesuit? How do you get your fart out of your spacesuit? How do you get your problems out of your life? Money. Money and power, it solves everything.
Let's think about this for a minute.
1 minute.
Go! You count. Think about this. You are driving in your car.
I'm just going to watch the clock.
Inside your car, there is a fire. You need to get out of that fire. You don't have any water. You do not have a fire extinguisher.
50 seconds left.
How are you going to get out of this fire? Money and power.
Now it's only 40.
Power. Flames don't touch you. You're badass.
It's 30 now. Where'd it go?
Money. The clothes you are wearing, flame retardant. Why? Because flame retardant clothes
20
are more
suckers.
expensive. What's more expensive? When you go to a store, are you going to buy the clothes that are more expensive or least expensive? When you have money, you go for the more expensive. Why? Because people will see it and they will think, that is a person who's not going to steal from me. Power, money, flames, car doors open, flames go out.
Time's up, assholes.
You're on to work, where you're going to earn more money. Yes!
What were they thinking about?
For the minute?
Yeah.
When you're in a car, and the
Oh,
car's on fire.
the whole thing you were talking about?
Oh, you want me to do it again?
No, all right.
You want me to do a quick recap?
No, I wasn't listening because I was watching the clock.
Oh, okay. So, what I was saying is if you're in a car,
Right.
you're covered in flames, how are you going to get out of those flames?
I'm covered in flames, or the car is?
The car is. Because you're not, because of money. Because you bought flame retardant clothes.
And underwear from the chart.
Exactly. And you have power, which means flames don't touch you. Because you have influence over other people, power. So you have influence over flame, power. So then you just open the doors, and the flames get out like flame people. They're like, fuck this guy, this car, and then you're like, that's what I'm talking about, and then right onto the diamond lane.
Shouldn't you?
The diamond lane of life.
So you open the door for the flames.
Well, I unlock it. I'm not going to open it for you. I'm not a flame chauffeur. I don't drive around flames. I'll unlock it. Unless I have the child safety latch on, then I'll have to get out.
They can jump over the seat.
I don't want them jumping over the seat. You're going to get scuff marks on my dash. I don't like scuff marks on my dash.
Make sense?
Next slide.
The best way to get someone to stop doing something?
Role play! Hey, pal. I'd like you to come to my church.
Hey there, sucker. I need what you got.
I'm going to give him a cue. You know, when I pull it in, everyone said yes.
Were they supposed to do it right there?
No, I was giving you the example.
All right.
Yes!
Oh, we should have done that from the start.
Next time, we'll put that in the program.
Do you want any other role plays?
Sure.
All right, what do you got? That's how you do it. Next slide.
I bet you're all thinking, I don't know if I believe these two. These two up there, what do they've got?
Proper grammar? Nope. Well-groomed mustaches? No. A college degree? Nope.
One of us does.
I almost got that technical degree. The guy who oversaw the guy who oversaw the program had not been he made us color with, like, markers. Like, draw your webpage in markers. Draw my fucking webpage in markers?
You need way more detailed, like, instruments to do that.
Right, we have computers. So I quit on him to prove him by me not finishing.
I bet that guy really feels bad about himself. He certainly couldn't dangerous mind you.
They might dangerous liaisons me. So what makes us credible?
Look at the arrows. Where do they point?
Shoulders.
Ankles. Forearms.
Biceps. The back.
The clavicle.
There's a mustache.
And thigh.
What do those make up? A human being?
Maybe.
A power-hungry monster?
Maybe.
Your pal?
Probably.
What we're saying is, the more parts that make something up, the more you can trust it. Look at the well-oiled machine that is the government.
Moving parts from here to there. So many employees all doing their individual job, the best that they can do from the hours of 9 to 5 with an hour break.
That's right. Money, changing hands in back rooms, and secrets.
Everything working the way it's supposed to. The more facets, the more beauty. Is that a diamond I just described? Or the government?
Oh, sounds like the NSA to me is the crown jewel of them all.
They've got their fingers in everything.
Making you safe, making them reliable. Who's always going to be there for you?
Your mother?
No.
Probably not. She's gonna die. Or disown you because you fell in love with a different person than she wanted you to.
But who's always going to listen to your tears?
The NSA.
You can trust us like you trust that NSA. Because we're always on your case. But we don't care.
We're just collecting data.
And don't ask what it's for. It's sort of like it's a fantasy collage, I guess, if you want to put it roughly. But it's more like a mixture of erotic soup. It's like your words all pour into a hot, steamy bowl that I wash my brain in. Just like the NSA is doing. So, obviously, trustworthy. I think I lost him.
You had me.
Little erotic soup later?
Yep. Except my erotic soup was different than your erotic soup.
What does yours have?
It's just soup, like alphabet soup.
Did you put celery in there? All right.
Instead of letters, it's just penises.
So it's like you're at a bachelorette party gumbo. So you've got andouille sausage and penis pasta.
Yep. Nothing that the ladies want more than some tomato soup with penises in it. Actually, it'd probably be like clam chowder. Some sort of cream of pun soup.
This is, seems wrong.
But it also seems like it would make a lot of money.
Clam chowder?
Erotic clam chowder.
Well, you know, there's New England clam chowder, and then there's Boston. Is it Boston clam chowder?
It's New England.
No, Boston is New England. What's the other? There's red chowder.
Manhattan. Ew, red.
Did we ask you a fucking question? But at least you said something, unlike Mindy. Power. You would escape from flames fine. Anyway, I was saying we're getting a little misogynistic. There's a lot of choking on penises. But that's like man-on-man penis, is what I was thinking.
I don't think there's anything less misogynistic than a bachelorette party. And that's what I was talking about.
Okay. But then you said clams, and I was like, well, that's kind of a euphemism.
It's the first white soup I thought of.
Well, you can't think of like like a white bean soup?
What the fuck is a white
bean soup? It's savory and delicious. You get some bacon in there. You get a smoky like bean, and it's really good.
I thought of clam chowder.
All right, no, that's fine.
That's where it was. So if there's an innuendo from that, I apologize. You know what? Fuck that. I don't apologize. Yes! See? They don't care.
Next slide. Who likes Italian? Pagoda's not Italian. Gazebo?
It may be Italian.
You know, there's a lot of root words. Everything's probably Latin. I'm sure Japanese came from Latin. Obviously, there wasn't a huge mountain range or, like, Siberia in the way of getting Latin all the way over to Japan. But never forget, languages are dumb.
Why do we have so many languages?
Because we all grew up in our own separate nation states that grew out of agriculture. And we started growing up and up because we expanded as much as we could. We used up all the land, and then we just gotta use it more reasonably. And then we got all these other rules and shit made up. And then, we got an alphabet over here that we, used to start by counting how many bushels of corn we have. And over here, it's like how many fish we have, and numbers turn into A's. and sheep, and then now we've got different words for shit.
So it's geographical.
That's the answer
my point.
of why we have so many languages.
It's because it's geographical.
But now, to be a universal citizen, let's come together and all agree
That there should be one true language.
Esperanto. It's easy. Anyone can pick it up. William Shatner did it. If that guy can remember something, you guys probably can.
Next slide.
Do you want to be like us?
Yes.
I didn't do the thing.
But I asked a question, and they took initiative.
I like it.
I'm not crossing, I'm coming close.
Do some jazz squares.
As I grapevine over here, I want to think about your presentation style. Could you get up in front of your boss or coworkers or your local Lions Club or Rotary Club or
Book club?
Any kind of club and give a review of what you thought of 50 Shades of Grey without blushing?
If
No.
you said yes,
Oh.
I don't believe you.
Because that is steamy stuff. That's erotic soup.
I'd like for you to even attempt to describe what's in that red room to people who don't understand it without getting all hot and bothered.
Did you read it?
Of course I read it. It was popular culture.
Yeah, but I didn't go, like Transformers.
I mean, I could have said no and just referenced where Pitbull drops it in his song. But I read the book, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Where it lacks in plot, it makes up for in little to nothing else.
Never admit your failures.
Turn your failures into successes.
By not speaking about them.
Keep it buried down so no one finds out. Take that secret, lock it in a safe, a metaphorical safe, and throw that safe into the deepest ocean, a metaphorical ocean, because you couldn't throw it that far into the ocean. It would just wash right back up in like 2 days.
You shouldn't have bought that floatable safe.
It made sense because you live near a river.
You thought it would go down all the way, but it's gonna get stuck in some weeds like Moses.
And then where are your secret's gonna be?
In the hands of the Egyptians. The last people you want with your secrets.
You know what built the pyramids? Secrets, thank you. Someone's following along.
So in summation, look at this shit. I willed it, and I got it. The baby into lion. Man walking at you funny into getting him to go away.
Car on fire. Let those flames out. Unlock the door. Unlock the doors to success. Unlock the door to money, to infinite dreams.
And not being afraid or ashamed of what you got down here, no matter your gender or race.
Do you have an idea that some might poop on? That some might say, that's too misogynistic. No one will buy that. But you know what you say? I'm going to do it anyway. Because what you lack in vision, I make up for in vision. Because I have 2 eyes, and those 2 eyes are always on the prize. And that prize is money. And that prize is power. Yes!
So to wrap it all up, always trust the government. are the Mustache Rangers. That deck that we had no idea what was coming up on was put together by Melissa. Melissa was running it from the back. Melissa runs PowerPoint Karaoke, which you can see coming up at Convergence. It's also got a place in the Fringe Festival this year. You can go to theaterarlo.com to find more information about people doing crazy deck stuff that she made up. Good. Thanks to Butch for doing the sound and light. And what's your real name? Shira! This ends our last run at Huge. We have 2 shows left ever. We have a show coming up in the Twin Cities Improv Festival on Sunday the 28th, 29th. So come back here and see us then, and then we'll have a final show sometime in August. Look at MustacheRangers.com, where we also have our podcast, which is a nice stagnant 250 episodes. Non-refreshing fun. I'm really ending this on a bang. So, goodbye.